So I have this like this thing where has anybody that you know of, and I know the answer to this, has anybody that you know of been asked to come in and talk about the game that's going to be released next year? The answer is no.
No, not specifically. Especially like Clay was saying last week, the like Activision's on board. It's literally all about the devs being on board, and for some reason we just can never meet in the middle. And I think this year specifically, I don't know what Infinity Ward's doing. They just want to be rough on us. It feels like, for no reason. They don't want to like work. They don't want to work for a median. To just fix some simple stuff like BO4 to now. I think we just did a whole 180 like competitively. Like there's the spawns and just the gun balance right now. It could be tuned up a bit. I think the attachments make it a lot really weird, but I don't know. It's a big mess, but hopefully they fix it like sometime this year.
This is my thing. Why not be transparent? You know what I mean? Why not say it's like, dude, you don't understand. When we move this line of code that says make steps quieter, it has a butterfly effect that fucks everything else out there, right? It fucks, and I think I gave this example last week, but if you remove the level of audio that comes out of the what do you call it, the sound, but it reverberates, and now the minimap's fucked to where you can see who the bomb, who has bomb on the minimap. I think that if we had transparency, and I don't know whether they're allowed to do or not, or I don't know why they're not allowed to, like, guys, straight up, I'm gonna be honest, okay? We tried. We're trying to make everything happen, but the code is fucked, right? Like, or we're encountering shit that we don't know how to fix because it's hard coded into the thing or whatever, the lighting or whatever it is. We don't know. We're not devs, right? But if they told us, yo, we're goddamn rocket scientists. You guys just fucking play a game, okay? When it's not as easy as just fucking tweaking the fucking, lowering the volume doesn't work with a dial. Lowering the volume works with fucking quantum fucking numbers and formulas. I don't fucking know. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it I think that being more forward in that scenario, like, if people would understand, you know what I mean? One of the first things that I told Matt when he came up, when he started working with me, gave me an excuse one day or something like, listen, Matt, we're going to have a better relationship if you just tell me you fucked up. Don't give me no fucking excuse. Just tell me, yeah, I fucked up. Then I'll get out. All right, you acknowledge you fucked up. Let's move on. Yeah. Right? If they came out and said, yo, yeah, we fucked up. What are you going to say? It's like, yeah, you fucked up. Like, yeah, I just fucking told you.
I just told you that, right?
Right? So it makes it other easy. But the fact that, again, like, there's a game being developed right now and no one's talking. And I understand, right? There's a lot. There's billions of dollars out there, right? That is not necessarily in jeopardy, but, you're sort of in a position to... It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Because the last thing you want is for these same pro players, me included, not a pro player, but me included as a personality in Call of Duty for the last 2005, 14 years. 14. Right? That's out there, being super judgmental of something that I have no clue about how it works. All I know is that I spawn in and I shoot shit. I see them saying, how can we trust these guys to shut the fuck up? How can we show them the new game and know 1,000% that Hector's not going to tell his best friend Scump that, the game's fucking, it's got to be aight.
It's going to be okay.
Like, I didn't like the artwork. Like, it's an unfinished game. So any judgment that you pass on this fucking game, there's no way to control that. Once it's out of Pandora's box, everybody's going to fucking know. And you can't let that affect sales on $1 billion industry on a public company. So it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario where nobody's gonna win ever because no one's gonna fucking know what's wrong with the game until it's released to the public.
And I think that's something we probably will see improvement on, I guess, over the next couple of years of franchising. I assume they're gonna have some way where we can go in and test the new game. I think I'm gonna really taking words out of Clay's mouth, but this game was already in development when franchising got announced, right? The game already been in development for 2 years. So at that point, what could Activision really do if it was going to be really messed up, or how much can Infinity Ward fix? And like you were saying about the updates thing, when they update something, usually stuff gets more broken or there's another exploit that happens. And I feel like the biggest thing is we usually get updates right before events.
Yeah.
And usually their updates are going to help like competitively, but usually they break the game.
Yeah.
Last year it happened a couple times where we had to play on at the league or at a tournament. We had to play on a patch previous because they'd update something and it broke like the Maddox, and like the whole game was a completely different game, and no one wanted that like a day before the event where we couldn't practice.
Well, of course not. You practice, right? You're practicing on a different field, right? You're I don't know. Again, it's all about communication. In my opinion, the fact of the matter is this, right? We are children, right? We are children being, if a dev tried to explain to us what's happening in the hard code or what's fucked up, it's like explaining why bills have to be paid or why taxes need to be paid to a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the 3-year-old's going to hear your words, but it's not going to compute.
Yeah, you're just talking to the crowd.
It's not going to compute, right? Like maybe one 3-year-old genius will be like, oh yeah, fuck it, whatever. But that's what I feel is gonna be the ultimate decider on how quickly, because this is gonna be successful no matter what. It's gonna be a successful thing. It's we've been playing competitively for how long, right? It's coming up on 13 years of true competitive formats, but communication between all three parties, the owners of the IP, which is Activision, the developers, the artists, and us, the sort of interacting force with this thing that's gonna, if all three of us communicate and try to get to a common place to where we can say, yo, this is what we need, don't fuck this up for the people that are actually buying the game, because no matter what anybody says, no matter what I say, esports is this small in comparison to the larger, and it's not just, you know, Call of Duty esports wide, right? Not just video game entertainment wide. Esports is a small chunk, and then within that small chunk you have your Call of Duty gaming entertainment, $1 billion industry.
Yeah.
Right? Call of Duty esports, not there yet, but it will be, right? So it's for me, it's a matter of the communication between everybody. I don't know, like from a legal standpoint, you gotta trust and believe the fact, and I've said this before, there's like 5 floors of lawyers that are telling, what's the guy's name? Michner?
David Michner. That's one of the Infinity Ward devs.
Yeah, the Infinity Ward dude that's telling him, like, don't.
Yeah.
Right? I know that you want to defend yourself. I know that you want to defend Infinity Ward. And I know that what you say may actually defend them and make the pros in that community understand to shut the fuck up, because it's not as easy as tuning a dial. But there's fucking 5 floors of lawyers saying you can't.
Yeah.
Imagine being that. Imagine that fucking frustration.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially like those guys get so much backlash, like just on Twitter all day, which I mean, like, sucks obviously, but like, yeah, they can't let it get to them. And like, we've seen that this year where people have are like pros and the devs going at it on Twitter for, and it helps no one. It doesn't help the community, doesn't help us get what we want, and yeah, it's pointless.
And then you have Hector fucking tweeting at him saying, remove the flags from A and B. I know where the fuck they're at. You know what I'm saying? Give me the option to fucking remove them. Why am I aiming towards B bomb and I can't see the guy standing behind the fucking banner because you put the banner there?
Yeah.
Once the bomb's fucking planted, get that shit out of the way. Let that shit, like, I just don't get it.
The big blue thing sitting over the bombs for no reason.
No reason, none whatsoever. And like it dims out when you do that, but it's still a dark game, so you can hide behind it. Yeah. Anyway, so again, we're never gonna get to a point to where people are gonna be okay with it being the way it is until the communication starts happening.